Should you avoid eating carbohydrates at night? A nutritionist explains. Story by Jillian Kubala, RD. 1D. 5-minute read. Medically reviewed by Allison Harries, RDN. Carbohydrates, or carbs, are sugars, starches, and fibers in foods like fruit, beans, starchy vegetables, grains, and dairy products. They are broken down into glucose, your body's main energy source. Carbohydrates can fit into a healthy and balanced diet, though some people think you should limit them, especially at night. While limiting carbs at night may be helpful for some, most people can enjoy them later in the day without significantly impacting their health. What happens when you eat carbohydrates at night? Carbohydrates are one of the three main macronutrients: carbohydrates, fats, and proteins. They are broken down into sugar, which is absorbed into your bloodstream. No matter when you eat carbs, you'll experience a rise in blood sugar levels. However, this can depend on factors like the amount and type of carbohydrates, what you eat them with, and when you eat them. Some research suggests that eating carbs at night can lead to higher blood sugar than in the morning. This is due to a decrease in your body's sensitivity to insulin, a hormone that shuttles blood sugar into your cells, and reduced function of beta cells, insulin-producing cells in the pancreas, in the evening. For this reason, your body is less efficient at processing carbohydrates at night than earlier in the day. You may want to eat more carbs earlier in the day instead. If you do eat carbs at night, choose complex carbohydrates like fruits, vegetables, beans, and grains. These are rich in fiber, and enjoying them alongside a protein source can promote healthy blood sugar levels. Carbohydrates and sleep. The relationship between carbohydrate intake and sleep is complex. Consuming high-carb meals shortly before bed has been associated with higher blood sugar and reduced slow-wave sleep, SWS, the deepest phase of non-rapid eye movement, NREM, sleep. However, studies also show that consuming carbohydrate-rich meals around 4 hours before bed may help you fall asleep faster. The role of carbohydrates in sleep onset and quality is poorly understood, and more research is needed to understand how carb intake impacts sleep. Which carbohydrates to eat at night? The best carbs to eat at night are complex carbohydrates like fruits, beans, starchy vegetables, and whole grains. These are high in fiber, which stabilizes blood sugar levels and helps you feel full after eating. Dairy products are another carbohydrate source that may help you get better sleep. Here are some of the best carbs to eat at night. Beans and lentils. Beans and lentils are high in fiber and protein, which support healthy blood sugar regulation. They are also rich in magnesium, a mineral that promotes restful sleep. Fruits. Fruits are high in fiber and contain nutrients and other compounds that may help you get a good night's rest. For example, kiwi fruit contains melatonin and serotonin, compounds that may improve sleep quality. Starchy vegetables. Starchy vegetables, like butternut squash and sweet potatoes, are a concentrated source of fiber and potassium. Studies show that low potassium intake is linked to poor sleep quality. Dairy products. Dairy products are rich in tryptophan. Tryptophan is an amino acid needed to produce serotonin and melatonin, which play important roles in helping you fall and stay asleep. Whole grains. Whole grains are a good source of fiber, which regulates blood sugar. Whole grains also provide tryptophan and magnesium. Studies show that whole grain intake is associated with better sleep quality. Fueling your body with a variety of carbohydrate sources throughout the day is the best way to support overall health and improve sleep quality. It's always best to choose complex, dense carbohydrates over refined carbohydrates, which are low in nutrients and may cause blood sugar spikes and poor sleep. Carbohydrates to avoid at night. Refined carbohydrates are low in nutrients that support stable blood sugar levels, like fiber and protein. They are also lower in vitamins, minerals, and beneficial compounds than complex carbohydrate sources. Eating refined carbs at night can cause spikes in your blood sugar levels and may negatively impact long-term blood sugar control. A diet high in refined carbs may also lead to weight gain and is associated with a greater risk of developing obesity, type 2 diabetes, and several other health conditions. Refined carbohydrates refer to refined grains like white rice and flour, refined grain products like cakes and cookies, and added sugar. A study of postmenopausal women suggests that consuming refined grains is also associated with frequent insomnia. However, more research is needed to understand the relationship between carbohydrate intake and insomnia. It's best to limit refined carbs such as added sugars, table sugar, agave, and corn syrup, sugary drinks, soda, sweetened coffee drinks, and energy drinks, snack foods and sweets, cakes, cookies, and chips, refined grains and refined grain products, white bread, white pasta, and white rice. What's the best time to eat carbohydrates? There is no best time to eat carbs for everyone, but research shows that your body processes carbohydrates more efficiently earlier in the day than at night. People with blood sugar control issues, such as those with diabetes, may need to be more strict with their carbohydrate intake in general to support healthy blood sugar levels. People with physically demanding jobs and those who work out later in the day may find that having a meal or snack high in complex carbohydrates helps them feel their best and meet their nutrition and health goals. While monitoring carb intake and timing can be helpful, the overall quality of your diet matters most in promoting health. Most people will benefit from limiting refined carbohydrates, such as added sugars and snack foods, and choosing complex carbohydrates whenever possible. If you have questions about your carbohydrate needs and whether or not you should limit your carbs at night, consider speaking with a healthcare provider. A quick review. Carbohydrates are your body's primary energy source. While they can be consumed at any time, your body processes carbohydrates more efficiently earlier in the day than at night. Eating refined carbs at night may lead to nocturnal blood sugar spikes and negatively impact sleep quality. Because carbohydrate needs vary, it's best to speak with a healthcare provider to get individualized dietary recommendations.